physical defense. They also are good at sacks, and you guys have been really good. What kind of challenge is that going to be?
Yeah, up front they're really good. Both their DNs are really good. Both their D tackles are really good. They play hard. They play physical. It's going to be a good challenge for us up front to see where we're at.
Do they do a lot of tricks, or it's just pretty much straight ahead they try to overpower you?
Right now it's pretty much just basic, but I mean, you gotta expect everything. We're expecting everything. We work on everything, so we're ready for everything.
When I first saw the stat that you hadn't given up a sack in 4 games, first time playing left tackle, that's pretty impressive. Then I saw, wait a minute, he hasn't given up a sack, but he hasn't even given up a hurry. Describe the way you're playing. Are you ahead of where you expected, or is this kind of what you expected?
I mean, yeah. I didn't really know that stat was out there until yesterday. When my high school coach texted me and said, this probably happens when you pass a lot like Cody East, so I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, I mean, as an offensive lineman, you always got to protect the quarterback, and if you give up a sack, you have a horrible game. So like I live by the quarterback can't get touched, he can't get hurt, he can't get a pressure. So
do you feel like home at left tackle now? I'm sure you get asked this a lot.
Yeah, I would say so. I feel every week I get more confident in me, and I'm just ready to keep improving each week.
Austin, your teammate Philip Daniels is going against his former team on Saturday. How have you seen him internalize that?
Yeah, so he really helps us out. I mean, the first day when we were watching the film, he's like, Coach Bone asked him, like, hey, if you have any like tips or anything on these guys, let us know. And he pretty much shared what he knew when he was over there.
Does he seem a little bit extra like fired up this week at all?
Yeah, I can see him. He's a little different this week. He's ready to go out there and compete on Saturday.
Austin, you talked about growing and getting more comfortable each week with playing left tackle. Your first test was against a really good team playing left tackle, and I know last year Donovan, his first big test was against a Penn State team. Like, how much do you feel like you were able to learn from having that be the first challenge that you went up against? Yeah, so Coach Day every week he says we got to upgrade, and so it's funny enough. I actually just went back. I was curious. On Monday I went back and watched like the film to see where I was at then, and like I don't know what I was doing that game, so it was kind of funny. But Coach Day is right. Like every week we got to upgrade and just keep improving. What's that like when you go back and see 4 weeks ago? Like what's it like seeing the progress instead of hearing about it? Now I can feel like I'm more confident in myself, and just knowing that I can do what I train for, and like coaches keep pushing me every day. Like it's. We got to keep pushing ourselves.
Through 4 weeks with not giving the staff getting up with pressure, how much pride do you take in that? What's responsible for you in this position?
Yeah, O-line, we take lots of pride with that. Me personally, like being at left tackle, I'm protecting his blind side, and so he has to trust me that I'm doing protecting his blind side so we can get the ball out, and then I got to trust him he's going to get the ball out. And so if I protect, he's going to get the ball out, and he's going to make plays for receivers.
So when you were in high school and first committed here, one of the things you were talking about is you wanted to be a part of an Ohio State offensive line that was just full of Ohio guys, and you're 4 or 5 right now are Ohio guys. Do you guys take any level of pride in the fact that it's a lot of guys who are from the Midwest as part of this offensive line?
I mean,
you kind of spoke that into fruition.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, I didn't really believe it. I mean, we did have 3 Ohio guys commit in my class. And so we did talk about that'd be pretty cool. We're all out there at the same time. But now with Philip coming in and Tegra obviously playing last year, it's kind of true. And Carson's a Midwest guy, so he kind of counts. So yeah, it's pretty cool. They said Coach Hinton, I think, said it on the recruitment process the last time this ever happened, 5 all from Ohio. It was 2014 or something like that when they won it. And so yeah, it's pretty cool.
Offensive player of the game last week. What progress have you seen from him? Last spring, he had a chance to start, take the job, got his chance late in the year, played well. Now he's built on that. Yeah, every week, after every play, we always communicate and talk. We pretty much know if someone messes up, we're going to get each other right. And he has my back, I have his back, and every time we come up after a series, we're on the bench just. We're always talking and we're always trying to improve and just help each other out.
Austin, at left tackle, projecting Julian's blind shot. So when you're at that position, do you find an extra sense of urgency to protect him, considering if he gets hit, you know, a higher likelihood of a sack.
Yeah, I mean, his box, he doesn't know what's going on. He's looking on the other side and trying to make plays down the field. And even if he gets touched, like, I'm pissed off. Like, I got to, something bad has happened if he gets touched. So, yeah, I just take a lot of pride in that.
What would it take to make Carson an honorary Ohioan?
Scotland.
He does like China, so I feel like he kind of is. He's been here for 4 years now.
Is he okay with that label?
I don't know. I haven't really talked to him. Hopefully he doesn't find this.
He grew up on a dairy farm. So.
Yeah, he did. He did go on a farm, so it's kind of.
Take him to Young's Dairy Farm.
You said you went back and watched that Texas tape. What didn't you like from it that you are like?
My sets. Not just bad sets.
How much has it improved when you rewatch Washington?
It's definitely improved. There's definitely a lot of ways I can get better with my feet and hands. But like, I don't know how. Like, I mean, I did it, but I mean, our message that game was we gotta find a way to, and we found a way. So.
Also, how would you describe is Luke a little bit nasty? I mean, how would you describe the way he plays? I mean, doesn't it take that for you guys up front to have the edge?
We all got to be nasty. That was one of our things this offseason. Like we gotta find our edge, and we're definitely find our edge, and we still got to improve. But that first play, was not expecting it.
Yeah.
I kind of like, if you go back, kind of like threw him to the side and tried to step in just in case something happened, and then I kind of said something. But
yeah,
I mean, we were just having a lot of fun out there.
Yeah. What has been the most fun about watching this group kind of come together? Was it in a hostile environment like last week and stuff, and y'all still found a way? Y'all were insistent on running the ball, which tells you something about what I think the coaches think of you or where you can get to, right? So what's been the best thing about this group so far?
Yeah, I mean, the five that roll out there, we just know that we have to play with a nasty edge, and no matter what play call it is, where we're at, who against who, like we're going to find a way to just play and play nasty.
And with this defense y'all are going against on Saturday, what just jumps out at you about them? I mean,
they play physical, they're disciplined, and we just got to execute and match their intensity.
Looking at where you were against Texas, where you are now, where do you want to be in November?
Just keep improving. Like, I can go out there and block it with my eyes closed.
Austin, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
Austin.
Appreciate it.